Hello, this is Samuel from Action Figure Fury, and today I'm bringing you a figure review of the NECA Ultimate Jungle Hunter figure. This is, of course, from the original Predator film from 1987, one of my favourite films. We watch it a couple of times a year, at least about 3-4 times a year. One of the most quotable, highly rewatchable films, in my opinion, from the 80s, and one of the best. One of my favourite films from the 80s. I've got quite a lot of favourite films from the 80s. I'm quite happy as well that NECA have released a lot of figures from the 80s from some of my favourite films, so I've got some representation on the shelf. I had a hard time trying to get this one because I missed out on the original release of this Ultimate Jungle Hunter. I missed out on it. It came out a couple of years ago. I missed out. And when they did a re-release just last year, I believe, I picked this up then. So this has been in package for about a year. And yes, it's still got that nice, strong plastic smell. I do have a number of other Jungle Hunters I picked up over the years, like the Series 3 version, the first version with the swivel hips. And then they had the updated version, which was in Series 12, same with the Dutch. But unfortunately, my blades on my one broke. And the other ones, had a bit problematic. So this is in my opinion, the definitive version of the Jungle Hunter Predator, which I'm a big fan of. This is an absolutely fantastic looking figure by NECA. If you're a Predator fan like myself, NECA have done a fantastic job with the Predator figures, and this Jungle Hunter is no exception. I've got loads of the Predators from over the years, and NECA, you can see one of my previous videos I've done quite recently. I have quite a number of Predators in my collection, and probably one of my favourite pieces is this Ultimate Jungle Hunter, because it's such a big improvement over the original release. It really did need the ultimate treatment. It's a really good figure. Before I show off the figure, I'll show off the packaging. This is standard, ultimate packaging. I think all NECA Predators now mostly come in this ultimate style packaging. As you can see here, the light's a bit reflected. You can see a part of the Jungle Hunter mask with the target display here and some of the dreadlocks. I'm not sure if this is a picture of the figure or the promotional from still from the film. Here you can see the Predator from the final battle. With him and Dutch, which is pretty cool. You've got a nice jungle background here, which makes a nice backdrop for your Predator figure. This is where all the accessories would be as well. So you got a Predator logo, Jungle Hunter written at the top there, just out of frame. If I move it up just a bit, you can see it's written just up here, Jungle Hunter, which is nice. And on the back here, you got a description of the film, got the Predator logo, description of what goes on in the film, and some various shots of the Predator figure with different accessories and whatnot. Really nice. I do keep all the packaging for my Ultimate NECA figures. I do have a number of them. It's probably one of my favourite lines that they do now. I think most most figures now get the ultimate treatment. So anyway, this is if you've seen this figure before, you know what to expect. There's some slight differences. The paint, I find, I haven't got any on hand at the moment, but I find the paint on this figure is a lot better and a lot clearer than on the original other Predators. I've got, for example, on the hand here, I've got these silver bits are much more clearer than they were on the previous figures. On the previous Predator Jungle Hunters I've had, it hasn't been so good on the hand. This one's absolutely exceptional. The paint is really good, and also the netting I find on this Ultimate release is a lot better than on the other Jungle Hunters I've had. The paint, the netting looks really good. Of course, this arm's bare arm here. There's no netting here. You've got netting on the legs. Got these nice shin guards on, nice weathering and dinks to them. Been on for a few hunts. Got the wrist blade here, gauntlet blade. On the back, really nice. See all the straps there and everything else. This is an exceptional looking figure. The paint work is exceptional. I really do like the work on the helmet as well. If I just you can see the work on the helmet is really nice. I really do dig this a lot. Paintwork is exceptional throughout the thing. I know as well that Mezco are doing a 112 Jungle Hunter. I'm sort of tempted to get that because I'm such a big fan of the Predator. I can never have enough Predators. I do like the higher toys, 3 3/4 inch stuff. They look great as well. So I can never have enough Predator on the shelf, in my opinion. This, really impressive. Sorry, I lost for words at the moment. The way of articulation, I'll show it off first, more so than anything else. He's got a board jointed head. He has board jointed shoulders. Got a swivel in the bicep, which is new to the jump, which was new. I think they first introduced that into the AVP figures, I believe. It was the first introduced it there. And then you've got double jointed elbows. You've got swivels at the gauntlets, like the AVP figures. You've got board jointed wrists, a board joint in the chest, swivel, and actually there's another ball joint at the waist, ball jointed hips, you can swivel there as well, swivel at the top there as well, double jointed knees, which is really, really nice, and ball jointed ankles. And there's also an extra bit of articulation. You can see this panel is open here slightly. You can open the wrist computer. Mine's a bit stuck. Got to be really gentle with it. I think why mine's a bit fragile is because it's been... Hold on, my camera's gone wonky on me. That's not supposed to happen. Look, I noticed that. Right. My one's a bit stuck. But you can see there, if you can, not sure if you can see or not. Hold on. My camera's playing up again. Bear with me now. Not sure if you can see it or not, but in there, there's a little bit of writing. I'm trying to be gentle with it, see, because I don't want to break it off. It's quite fragile, this one, but you can see there, just look closely, you can see some of the predator writing, which is really nice when he self-detonates at the end, which is really, really cool. Mine doesn't open all the way, unfortunately. There we are. There we are. Yeah, you got it working now. Brilliant. So all the articulation's smooth on my one now. So you can see just there some predator writing. Really, really nice. It does close up quite nicely as well. I think I had a problem opening up mine because it's been in packaging for about a year. So I can close it and open it. No problem. I keep it slightly open the jar so I can use it. Also be cautious of, normal predator problem is to be cautious of the piping on the arms and back here. Some of the predators I've had in the past, they've popped out. But this part on the shoulder is more loose and it makes it easier to articulate. So they have done improvements, but still be rather cautious of these wires on his arm here. It can be quite tricky at times. In the way of accessories, we'll go over what's on his body at first. Is this plasma caster? If you've got a predator figure, every jungle hunter predator, who comes with a plasma caster. This one is very much similar to the others. My one, unfortunately, is a little bit loose. On the end of articulation, you've got a up and down motion here. It goes backwards and forwards, and it's on a ball joint at the top of the neck. As you can see, there's a hole there, which I think is the first time they've ever done. I don't think they've ever done one with it with a hole, and of course that hole was sculpted for this, which is the blast effect, which he uses to kill. Just shooting various. Shoots Dutch. Is his name Blaine? Is it Jesse Ventura's character's Blaine? I can't remember. Yeah, he shoots Blaine, plasma cast. It's a really, really cool effect. It can go on there, but it does weigh the plasma caster down, so it really has a tenacity to go down, which is unfortunate. It's a really nice piece, because the City Hunter also comes with one as well. It's orange. Cast orange, this one's cast in, but it's really, really nice piece, but you can't really use it too well, because if you put it on, like say for example here, if I do it, it's going to weigh down the plasma cast. It works like that. It works like that. But if I dare to rotate, if I move it slightly, it would just not work properly, which is a shame. You really, really got to tinker with it and see that it would just come off. That's a bit problematic, which is unfortunate, because I would like to display them with the plasma caster. But unfortunately, it was a bit tricky to do. I think what the problem is, if you could probably, we'll bring the figure back in for a moment. If you could balance it, the back, see, now, hold on, bear me a second. You almost lost the plasma caster for a second. You can see it weighs it down quite a bit, which makes it a bit tricky because it's a nice accessory to have. So you really got to position it pretty darn well. I'm not sure if you have to have it, sort of this way up or that way up or that way up. I'm not too sure. But it's a bit tricky to use, unfortunately. But it's a nice piece to have. Of course, another accessory is not really included. The backpack is removable. I did have a bit of trouble getting it on, but I have managed to get it on, and it does look pretty nice. You know, some of the backpacks are easier to put on with the others, with some of the other Predators. Another sort of accessory comes with a bone necklace. These are removable if you want to, but there's no removability because he has them throughout the film. He's got his bone charms around here, a spinal column here, and it's a really nice necklace around here as well. He also, you know, the other accessory weapon is the wrist blades. These come out pretty far, and they can, you know, go back in however way you want them. So that's a way of weaponry. He does also come with some other accessories as well, which is really nice to see. Chief weapon accessory he comes with is a interchangeable head. This is a closed. Sorry about this. My camera has a tenacity. My Trub has a little play up at the moment. It's just a bit. Why is it on wonky for? It's never used to be this wonky. Hold on, bear with me now. Don't know why it's gone wonky. It never usually does this. It's gone really wonky on me. If I move the straps to the side a bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I've just got to be careful with my hands. So let's just move the Predator back a bit. That's better. I'll just try not to get my hand in the way. The camera can be quite fiddly. This here is the unmasked head. Of course, with the ugly mudder. Ugly mudder scene, you know, if you've seen the film, you know what I mean. Really, really well done. The eyes are fantastic, really sharp in there. The mandibles look really good. The dreadlocks look great as well. Of course, this just pops on and off. I keep my Jungle Hunter mask because it's a more iconic look for me, but you know, if I ever did get a second figure, which I probably will do if they re-release it again, I probably will put this head on it because this is a really nice looking head. The paint on it's exceptionally good. The dot work, the spot work and the paint, really nice fleshy look to it as well. I have to say, there's more the Predators look more realistic since they've done this stuff, the AVP stuff. I thought they really did improve the Predators. They look more lifelike, and this one's absolutely exceptional. I really do like this head a lot. Really well done. Really nice design. It also comes with, from that same scene, if you can get him to hold, the biomask. This is where he takes off. Unfortunately, there's no detailing in the back. So this is the same accessory you get with the Final Battle, the Dutch and Predator set, where it has the Wounded Predator. This is the same accessory. It comes with that, unfortunately, because it's the same accessory, because I know I have got it in packaging. I haven't got it out of packaging, but I do know there's no detailing on the back of the mask. So this is just that same mask just put in with the Ultimate, which is necessarily because if you want to have this laying on the floor when the Predator take it off, or him to have the hand near his face to take it off, or him to hold the mask in one hand or whatever, you can do that, which is really nice to see. Same with the wrist computer, you can get the arms over to where he's operating a function on his plasma card, function on the wrist computer like the plasma cast or whatever. Really nice accessory to have. You can see the detailing still great. You got the targeting system there. You got the dinks on there still. Really nice. Really nice mask. And he also comes with interchangeable hands. These one, obviously, I've got hands here. I've got a closed fist and a gripping hand. He also comes with a set of splayed open hands. I think it's more recreating the sort of final battle with his showdown with Dutch, which is nice. These are left and right hands, look really good. Again, the detailing on the hands is pretty darn nice. These go in very well. So if you want to have them displayed, that Predator displayed that way, you can. I haven't had them displayed that way, so much prefer this masked look. Another accessory does come with some trophies. As you can see here, I've got him holding the Skull and Spine trophy. I'm not too sure what Predator this originally came with. I'm not too sure if this came with the Gort Jungle Hunter, which was the prototype. I'm not too sure if this came with that, or it came with. I think it actually came with a Alien and Predator 2 pack before they did the line. I think that came with that, I'm not too sure. I haven't got that at all, so I'm not too sure where it came with, but I know this is a re-released accessory. It also came in that trophy set, which does go for a pretty penny now on the secondary market, which I haven't got, unfortunately. But this is a nice accessory. It's nice, it's quite flexible plastic, so the Predator Jungle Hunter can hold it very well in his hand. The detailing on it is really nice. You see all the detailing there on the skull, the teeth and the nose and everything else. Really nice. I know the Ultimate City Hunter Predator from Predator 2 came with a bloodied one, which is awesome. So I've got both my Jungle Hunter and the City Hunter Predator holding their respective skull and spine trophies. Unfortunately, that one I had a bit of problems with that one. The arm pops off in that one, and the wrist computer thing has come off, but I do manage to put it on. But so I may have to get a second City Hunter Predator. That is another awesome Ultimate Predator. If you can get it, the City Hunter is really, really nice. But be careful, there's loads of bootlegs on eBay. To get them, so just wait for any official announcement from NECA when it comes to these Predators. Anyway, final accessory comes with is this. This is the skull. This also came with the water emergence Predator, which I've got. I've got that Predator having it, this sort of his hand like that, holding it like that, if you know what I mean. This same accessory comes with that, and also there's a hole at the bottom here where you can display it on the trophy wall. I know, not sure if NECA have got plans to re-release the trophy wall. I hope they do, because I've never got my hands on it, but you can see there's a little hole there to put this on the trophy wall from Predator 2. They may release it, because I know NECA are doing quite a lot of Predator 2 stuff this year, so fingers crossed that gets a re-release at some point. Again, really nice accessory. Probably better to have it, displayed at the Predator's feet. Something like that, or if you have like a diorama, or you can have him holding it in his hand if you want to. Unfortunately, they haven't made a hand where he's like gripping it. That'd be really, really cool with his hands touching it. That'd be nice. Nice to get a hand like that, but I'm not sure if NECA have any more plans to do another Ultimate Jungle Hunter, because this figure is exceptional. It's one of my, like I stated earlier, it's one of my favourite Predators in my collection now. I finally got it out of packaging after a year. It really does look good. It's one of my favourite Predators in my collection. And for a bit of fun, I may as well bring in one of my Dutches to see, show the height comparison here. This is Dutch. This is the first Dutch. The Jungle, I thought it was called Jungle Encounter or Jungle Extraction Dutch. That's the first one. From the early, when we first look at the beginning of the film, if I move the camera up, you can see there's quite a big, significant height difference between the Predator and Dutch, which is great when you want to display these two together in the face-off, because obviously the Predator was a lot taller than Dutch, and of course Kevin Peter Hall was huge. So it looks really, really good. This looks really, really nice. As I'm a big fan of the classic '87 film, this figure is a must-have for me. Again, be warned, there are a lot of bootlegs on the eBay and whatnot for it, and which don't feature the same. So one way to tell the difference between a bootleg and a real one, it doesn't have the ball jointed articulation in the chest, I believe, and it doesn't have the same articulation in the arms as that one. So or the wrist computer, I haven't really checked any bootleg reviews, but I know one big tell is it doesn't have the articulation in the chest at the moment. As far as I can tell, they may have updated it, but be cautious. There's loads of bootlegs on eBay of this Jungle Hunter. So if you're cautious about getting one, get one from an official seller, not from China. Because that's where most of the bootlegs come from, or just wait for NECA to do a re-release of the Jungle Hunter. They do often re-release the Ultimate figures down the line if you missed an original run, which is really nice to see. I wish more toy companies would do that. So yeah, if you can get a legit one, this figure is absolutely highly recommended. It's a fantastic figure, especially if you're a big fan of Predator like myself. It's a really, really nice figure. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. Please like, share, and subscribe. There's plenty more NECA content to come.